Hey, this is Dave Csanda at anglingbuzz.com with this week's Buzz Bite report for the Midwest. And I was looking at the different reports that came in from our field reporters, and something Billy Rosner said up at Lake Vermilion really struck home with me. He talked about windows of opportunity. And that's what summer fishing is all about. With an abundance of forage in the waters, the fish can be really fussy, and they only tend to fire off for limited periods of the day when the fishing conditions get very advantageous. And it goes for almost any species. Obviously, walleyes and crappies are low light feeders that often feed at morning and evening. But even during the daytime, weather conditions can change. For instance, if we have the wind pop up and start sweeping across a shallow reef, that can activate lazy walleyes that are hanging around the reef to come up and prowl on top and really feed aggressively on the minnows, which are a real disadvantage in the turbulent water. Walleyes just have a big advantage, and that's when they feed. So you watch for changing conditions, like when the wind comes up or the sky conditions change and it gets cloudy. But we also have other windows of opportunity that occur at this time of year. As the water warms, we get thermoclines form. We get a lot more fish roaming basins, deeper water, and your fishing patterns can change. And Jason Mitchell mentioned how they were trolling a lot of crankbaits now at Devil's Lake in North Dakota, 20, 22, 24 feet down. It's a real good time for trolling lead core line to present little tiny crankbaits down very near the bottom. Real precision depth trolling, cover large areas. And it's a good window of opportunity this time of year for that type of presentation. You'd also see the same thing on Mille Lacs Lake here in Minnesota, where we have about a 34-foot base, and you control those crankbaits just this far off the bottom for walleyes out there. Now, I am mentioning Mille Lacs, and I say if you want to get out there and catch a few walleyes out there, you better do it the next few weeks. Minnesota DNR just mentioned the fact that they're getting real close to the harvest quota for this year, and they're probably going to be shutting down the walleye season there in the next few weeks. There'll still be lots of smallmouth and pike and even crappies out there to catch as well. But the window of opportunity for the walleyes may be closing, and strictly because of the regulations coming up. So windows of opportunity, that's what you want to think about when it comes to your summer fishing. And as you go out to the anglingbuzz.com site here and look at the different buzz bite reports, click on the state-by-state guide, see what our reporters have to say. And as I always like to say, they'll help you put more and bigger fish in the boat for you in the weeks ahead.